Hello, it's Charles with Uber Eats. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2026. And I am blessed and grateful because God gave me that wake-up call this morning and I received the precious gift of tomorrow. Very blessed for that. And you also woke up this morning after receiving God's wake-up call and you received that precious gift of tomorrow. I, for one, am most definitely blessed for receiving that precious gift of tomorrow, and I'm blessed for everything the good Lord has given me. I'm relatively healthy for a 50-year-old guy. I've got a nice place to sleep in the camper every night, a safe place. I'm able to afford everything I need with my Uber Eats business, where God has put me in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida. I'm able to afford my gas, insurance, food, clothes, rent, and I'm able to set aside money for my future retirement. So God has blessed me beyond compare. I am forever thankful and blessed, and I love the Lord and I love Jesus Christ. God is good, God is great, always and always. Amen. The time right now is 4:56 a.m. this Monday morning, April 13, 2026. And according to that website, weather-atlas.com, the sun will rise today at 7:06 a.m. That's 2 hours, 10 minutes from now. And the sun will set later on tonight, this evening at 7:54 p.m. So today, Tampa will enjoy over 12 hours, 48 minutes of daylight. I'm looking forward to starting this next quest this week. It's different than the ones I've been doing. I'm not attempting to do 100 quests. I'm going to do 80 trips. I'm going to complete 80 trips by 4 a.m. Friday morning, and I'll get an extra $357 on top of my already excellent earnings this week. So it's very doable. I did over 91 trips last week, and I did over 100 trips the week before. So I know I can do 80 trips, and it'll be much less stressful. This quest will be. And I also, last night when I got back to the camper, before I stopped into the camper, I went into that Circle K by my camper where I sleep at night, and I bought a Powerball ticket for tonight's drawing. See that? This is for Monday, April 13th. And according to this, the jackpot is, well, it doesn't say. It has a bunch of stuff about the local lotteries. It says millionaire, it says information about a millionaire raffle, monthly drawings, and the FloridaLottery.com. They didn't put the information about the Powerball jackpot on here, but according to the sign up here at this Circle K, the Powerball jackpot for tonight is at 45 million. And I played my normal numbers on tonight's drawing: 14, 22, 25, 37, 49, and the Powerball of 23. Last night I went into the app after all the after all the tips had processed an hour later after I'd completed my trips, and I wrote down all my tips for the day. And I also went in and looked at my those 5 metrics to see if anybody had responded to my survey to let me know how well I did. And it looks like one person responded to that survey, and they gave me upvotes in all 5 metrics, which I'm happy about. My deliver with care went up 1 to 661. No, I screwed it up. Deliver with care went up 1 to 743. My friendly score went up 1 to 661. My quick and efficient score went up 1 to 647. My good communicator went up 1 to 643. And perfect handoff is still an area of opportunity for me. It went up 1 to 620. So I need 80 more of those upvotes by the end of the year to reach my goal of 700 upvotes in all those 5 metrics. So I've already gotten there with my deliver with care metric, but I have room to improve with all the other 4 metrics: friendly, quick and efficient, good communicator, and perfect handoff. And unfortunately, I still have this darn package from Friday where I couldn't deliver the the package to the customer. They put it in the guy that packaged it, whatever it is at that store, pharmacy or whatever it was, packaged it in a UPS sealed UPS package. So I was hoping to have that resolved by the weekend, but that didn't happen for me. So I'm still carrying around somebody's package that I can't deliver. The darn person that set up the delivery didn't put in their apartment number. So I was only able to get to their building, and then another failure on their part. This is 100% on them at this point. Another failure that they did is they didn't answer their texts or calls that I was placing to them so I could get it to their apartment door. So a very frustrating situation, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I don't want to carry this package around in my car, but here I am doing that. And I've reached out to Uber Eats support several times, and they haven't given me a solution to this matter. So it's a very frustrating situation that I'm in right now. But anyways, I'm sitting up here at my normal spot at the Circle K, and I'm happy to see gas is continuing to go down at this Circle K. It's down another 2 cents. Friday morning it was at $3.89. It went down a penny Saturday morning to $3.88, and then it dropped down 6 cents yesterday to $3.82. Well, it's down another 2 cents. Like I said, it's $3.80 for the low grade 87 grade gas. So very happy to see that. And I'm noticing that gas prices are dropping throughout the Tampa Bay area, even out on the coast. Near the beaches, it's gotten cheaper there too. So very happy to see that. I went on to AAA and Gas Buddy so I can compare the price of gas at this Circle K with gas in Florida and average price of gas in the United States. And according to AAA and Gas Buddy, gas has dropped 2 cents in the state of Florida. The average price of gas is down to $3.99. It was $4.01 yesterday, and it was $4.04 Saturday morning. So gas is continuing to drop. The average price of gas is continuing to drop in Florida. Very happy to see that. And the average price of gas in the United States has dropped down a penny from yesterday. It was $4.13 Sunday morning. It was $4.15 Saturday morning. Well, it's down to $4.12 this Monday morning. So this Circle K is cheaper. It's better than the national average by 32 cents, and it's cheaper than the Florida state average by 19 cents. And of course, I've been into the Circle K already, and I got my free cup of ice in my cup here. See that free ice? And this morning, I went with the tea and lemonade flavor of this Monster Rehab Revive, Refresh, Recover. I've got one more can of this tea and lemonade in my camper. And if I don't buy any more cans after tomorrow, I won't have anything to drink Wednesday morning. So I need to replenish my stock very soon. See that tea and lemonade? And with today being April 13, and this can saying L2515, L is the 12th letter of the alphabet. So you've got 16 days left in December to get you into January, and then you've got the months of January, February, and March. So this can is 16 days, 3 months, and 13 days old. So this can is 28 days old and 3 months. 28 and 3 months old. So 28 days and 3 months old. So this can is a very fresh can of this tea and lemonade. See if it's any good ice cold. I know it will be. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. I should be able to get most of it poured out now. One more drink and I'll get the rest, be able to get the rest in there. Yeah, there it goes. I got it all in there. I suppose another way I could have put it in is that in 2 days it'll be 4 months old, but it's a good can nonetheless. Well, I had a fantastic day yesterday. The weather couldn't have been more beautiful. Clear skies, a light breeze, sunny, warm, and dry. Too dry. We still need some rain. We're in a significant drought, a severe drought here in Tampa Bay. We do need the rain, but it was a beautiful day nonetheless. And I had made great money, and I finished off the week with fantastic earnings. So very blessed that the good Lord has put me in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida, where I can make a fantastic living with my Uber Eats business. So thankful for the Lord, and I'm very thankful for having Jesus Christ in my life. I love Jesus Christ. He is my Savior, my Redeemer, and my advocate. Love Jesus Christ, and I love the Lord. Get me another drink of this tea and lemonade. Well, I also wrote down what weather-atlas.com had to say about Tampa's weather today, this Monday morning. And this is what they wrote. It says, on Monday, moderate cloud cover will mix with sunshine throughout the day. The high will reach a tropical 88 degrees. That's the first time I've seen it this year describe the high temperature as tropical. So they're trying to express it's getting much warmer. We're trending warmer, I suppose, is why they threw that in there. Will reach a tropical 88 degrees, and the low will be an enjoyable 63 degrees. Precipitation probability is at 6%. Humidity 51%, with winds out of the east at only 10 miles an hour. Overall partly cloudy day. So we're going to have another wonderful day here weather-wise in Tampa, Florida, and I'm hoping for great earnings with my Uber Eats app. I also asked Meta AI about the weather, that chatbot that's in my phone, and this is how it responded to my question. It said, Monday is looking great in Tampa. Expect sunshine and clouds mixed with highs reaching the upper 80s and lows in the low 60s. There is a slight chance of rain, 10%. So it's predicting a slightly higher probability of rain, 10%. Winds will be out of the east at 10 to 15 miles an hour. I also went into the YouTube page, Fox 13 Tampa Bay. They had meteorologist Valerie Mills on that program. She had a segment in her weather forecast describing how our rain deficits, in spite of the rain that we've gotten here in Tampa Bay, central Tampa Bay, the eastern coast has gotten more rain than Tampa Bay has received, and southern Florida has received much more rain than Tampa Bay. But in spite of that, most, if not all, of Florida is in some sort of drought. And Tampa Bay, the drought, the rain deficit is getting worse and worse day by day, and the drought is getting worse in Tampa Bay day by day, in spite of some parts of Florida getting better and some parts of Florida getting much worse. It's very bad here in Tampa Bay, according to meteorologist Valerie Mills. She had a segment on that in her weather forecast. Valerie went on to say that with the average high temperature in Tampa Bay in the month of April being 82, we've already seen 7 days above that average high temperature. Throughout, we've seen 7 days above the average high temperature of 82, and that's through Friday the 10th, those 7 days. She went on to say that the next 7 to 10 days are expected to be above April's average high temperature for Tampa Bay. She said the high will reach today is 88 and a low of 64 overnight going into Tuesday morning. And it's going to be very dry today and the next 7 days, Valerie Mills said. And I also wrote down all the deliveries I completed yesterday. These are for Sunday, April 12th, 2026. I started out the day picking up, I'm not exactly sure how to say this. It's an unusual word. Qamara Yemeni Coffee Company. Qamaria. Qamaria Yemeni Coffee Company. That place is located on North 56th Street. That was for an order for Amy. Amy, I got a fare of $13.07 because I had to drive so far from the coffee bar to Amy's place. And Amy was very generous and tipped me $5. So I made $18.07 for delivering a very easy order for Amy from that Komaria Yemeni coffee place. Thank you so much, Amy, for your generosity, kindness, and thoughtfulness. Amy, I really appreciate you. That was a great paying run. I don't think it was my best paying trip of the day. It might have been. No, it was my second best paying trip of the day. So thank you so much, Amy, for the business. I appreciate you. After dropping off Amy's coffee order, I went on a double. Trip number 2 was a double for Diana and Jamie. Diana wanted an order picked up from State Flour Bakery on South Dale Mabry Highway, and Jamie had a coffee to be picked up at Starbucks on Kennedy. Jamie and Diana earned a fare of $5.15, and they were generous and tipped me $8.08. So I made $13.23 for delivering that double to Jamie and Diana. Really appreciate that. I appreciate your kindness and generosity, Jamie and Diana. Much needed and much appreciated. Thank you so much for the over $8 tip. After dropping off Jamie's Starbucks order, I went on a single. Trip number 3 was for Kat. Kat wanted breakfast picked up from First Watch on North Tampa. Kat tipped me $4.92, and I earned a fare of $3.14. I made $8.06 for delivering that First Watch breakfast to Kat's place. I appreciate that, Kat. Thank you for the generous, nearly $5 tip. After dropping off Kat's order, I went on trip number 4. I had donuts to be picked up, donuts and coffee from Hillsborough Avenue for Ava. Ava tipped me $3.54, and I earned a fare of $2. So I made $5.54 for delivering Kat's donuts and coffee. Thank you, Ava, for the $3.54 tip. Really appreciate that. After dropping off Ava's order from Dunkin' Donuts, I went on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had several singles in a row. Number 5 was a McDonald's pickup for Derek. Derek tipped me $2 and a penny, and I earned $4 and a penny for delivering Derek's McDonald's breakfast. Thank you for the $2 tip, Derek. Trip number 6 was for Stephen. Stephen tipped me $6.46 for delivering his Salem's Fresh Eats order from Bush Boulevard, and I earned a fare of $2 for delivering that. Thank you so much, Stephen, for the $6.46 tip. Really appreciate that. Altogether, I made $8.46 for delivering Stephen's Salem Fresh Eats order. Thank you so much, Stephen, for that. Appreciate you. Number 7 was a Dunkin' Donuts order. This was a different Dunkin' Donuts than earlier. This one is on McIntosh Road. Brendan wanted Dunkin' Donuts from McIntosh Road. He tipped me $3.02, and I earned a fare of $4.31. So I made $7.33 for delivering that Dunkin' Donuts order. Thank you so much, Brendan, for the generous $3 tip. Really appreciate that. And I appreciate your Uber Eats business I got from you. After that, I went on trip number 8 for Kimberly. Kimberly had a Taco Loco Express order from the store on West Reynolds Street. Kimberly's fare was $4.69, and she tipped me $4, so I made $8.69 for delivering Kimberly's Taco Loco Express order. Thank you, Kimberly, for the generous $4 tip. You didn't have to tip me anything at all, but you did, so I appreciate it. Thank you for that. It was kind and generous and thoughtful of you. After dropping off Kimberly's Taco Loco Express order, I picked up pizza from Moe's Pizza Kitchen on East Baker Street. First time ever being there. I know that I've never been to a Moe's before, so that was a new experience for me. Sherry had pizza to be picked up from Moe's Pizza Kitchen on East Baker Street. Sherry tipped me $5.73 and her fare was $2. So I made $7.73 for that pickup. Thank you for the generous nearly $6 tip, Sherry, for that pizza order. Appreciate you. After dropping off that pizza order to Sherry's place, I went on trip number 10 to a Fazoli's on Alexander Street for Anna. Didn't know there was any Fazoli's here in Tampa Bay. First Fazoli's I've been to. They have Fazoli's. They're all over Columbus. They're prominent in Columbus, and that's where I used to go to Fazoli's there near my house in Columbus, and they had a all-you-can-eat days. It wasn't every day of the week, as I recall, but it was on certain days of the week you can have all-you-can-eat pasta, and it was a fantastic deal. Apparently, they stopped doing that. I asked the waitress there when I was picking up the food at this Fazoli's if they still had all-you-can-eat, and they've ended it at some point, probably because of the pandemic and the coronavirus breaking out. Everything changed, and they had to tighten up their belts in some of these restaurants because they weren't making as much money. So sad to see that all-you-can-eat deal go away from Fazoli's, but their prices were still reasonable. I checked out their prices on some of their dishes there. Their spaghetti and fettuccine alfredo chicken dishes are still reasonably priced at this Fazoli's, but I earned a fare of $2.23 for picking up Anna's Fazoli's order, and she tipped me $2.79. So I made $5.02 for picking up Anna's Fazoli's order from the Fazoli's on Alexander Street. Thank you so much for that $2.79 tip, Anna. I appreciate you. Then I went on trip number 11. I went to the Arby's on Frontage Road for Jason. Jason was generous and thoughtful and kind and tipped me $4.98 for picking up his Arby's order, and I earned a fare of $2. So I made $6.98 for picking up that Arby's order for Jason. Really appreciate that, Jason. I appreciate your business and your tip I received from you. Thank you so much. Then I went on trip number 12, was for Chris. Chris had Mi Casa Mexican restaurant order to be picked up from the Tonota Sasa Road location. Chris gave me a very big tip, $10.34 for delivering that Mi Casa Mexican restaurant order, and I earned a fare of $2. So I made $12.34 for delivering Chris's order, that Mexican restaurant order. Thank you so much, Chris. That was a very generous, big tip. Very thankful for that. You were very generous. Thank you so much for that. Then I went on to pick up trip number 13 for Grayson. No, this was a double. 13 was a double. Grayson had a La Granja order from Florida Avenue, and Melody wanted Wingstop from Florida Avenue. Melody and Grayson were very generous and tipped me $14.77, and I earned a fare of $6.89. So I made $21.66 for delivering that double to Melody and Grayson. That was my best paying run of the day, $21.66. Yes, by far it was my best paying trip of the day. So thank you so much for the very generous, nearly $15 tip, Melody and Grayson. Appreciate the both of you very much. That was a Wingstop and La Granja order. After that, I went on to another double for Alfred and Tyrone. Alfred wanted La Camaraderies, Taquera, and Mariscos order on Oakshore Way, and Tyrone had a Wawa gas station order from 3rd Street. Tyrone and Alfred, they tipped me $7, and I earned a fare of $5.16. So I made $12.16 for delivering Tyrone and Alfred's order. I'm not sure how to say that. It's a Spanish word. It's a Mexican restaurant, and it's all in Spanish, but it's Los Camaraderies. It's madres with CO in the beginning. I've never seen a word like that. I've studied Spanish, but that's an unusual word. Comadres, comadres, Taquera, and Mariscos. Might be someone's names, but never seen words like that in Spanish before. But thank you so much for the generous $7 tip, Tyrone and Alfred. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the Uber Eats business I got from you. After dropping off Tyrone's Wawa order, I went on trip number 15. This was a single for Manny. Manny wanted Starbucks to be picked up from the Cypress Gardens and Roosevelt location. Manny was generous and tipped me $4.06, and I earned a fare of $2. So I made $6.06 for delivering Manny's Starbucks order. Thank you for the $4 tip, Manny. I really appreciate that. $4.06. You were kind and generous. Then I went on trip number 6 for Jim. Jim ordered food from a food truck called Donde Wilking Latin Food. This food truck is on Dundee Road. Jim tipped me $7, and I earned a fare of $3.50 for picking up that food truck order from Donde Wilking Latin Food on Dundee Road. I made $10.50 for delivering that food to Jim. Thank you so much for the very generous. That was a very big tip. Wasn't much food, and it wasn't very long of a trip. So that was might have been my most efficient and most profitable run of the day. So thank you so much for your tip and your fare I earned from you, Jim. I really appreciate that. $10.50 altogether I made from that. Really appreciate you, Jim. Then I ended the day with trip number 17 for Byron. Byron wanted Lynn Garden 2 from Cypress Parkway. Byron tipped me $4, and I earned a fare of $2 for delivering Byron's food. I made $6 for that trip. Thank you so much, Byron, for the generous $4 tip. Really appreciate you. That was another short run, so really appreciate that from you, Byron. Thank you so much for that. Well, after having a fantastic night's sleep in the camper and enjoying a wonderful weekend and a fantastic weekend weather-wise and earning-wise with my app, and just having a wonderful weekend altogether, I'm ready to kick off another week, and I have great hopes for this week. I'm going to complete another quest, enjoy some wonderful weather, and have another wonderful breakfast here at this McDonald's. I don't have much planned for today beyond that. Today or tomorrow, I need to get my laundry done because it's the middle of the week. I need to drop off my laundry at that laundromat. Beyond that, I don't have much planned for today or this week. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, and I hope you all have a great week like I'm about to have. God bless you all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye for now.